Okay, so after I lost 20,000 to 30,000 Ghana cedis on the first plot of land I bought, I became a bit concerned about buying land in Accra, right in Ghana. So I bought this building that you are seeing currently on your screens from a friend of mine, and I paid for it in about 1 year. And in this video, I want to show you how you can also purchase your first house in Ghana and pay for it in 1 year. Now what I'm going to share with you might not apply to everybody because we don't do the same kind of job, we don't earn the same salary, but I'm going to be as transparent as possible and walk you through the process of how I bought the land, how I bought a house, negotiating for the house, why I even chose to purchase an uncompleted building. This video may end up being a pretty long video, so I'd encourage you to get some drinks, some sobolo, some popcorn, and relax, and then we talk. And then also, if you've bought a house in Ghana, share your experience of how you're able to pay. Have you bought like an uncompleted building before, or have you bought like a fully furnished property? Let me know in the comments as well. Okay, so I purchased this land and the uncompleted building on it for about 200,000 Ghana cedis, and I find it's an okay price, right? Because I had lost over $20,000 to $30,000 on just a portion of land which I bought in Accra, right? So for me, I was thinking more about the peace of mind that I was going to get, right, from purchasing an uncompleted building. Now, the reason why I preferred an uncompleted building to a fully developed property is because, one, I didn't have the money for a fully developed property, and two, I didn't really want to go in for a mortgage, which would take me a very long time to complete paying. So what I did was, my friend was selling a plot of land and an uncompleted building, right? So two different places. And I felt buying the uncompleted building was the best option because, one, with an uncompleted building, you get like the exact value of the property. The person might add a bit of profit to it, but then you are paying for what has been built. So you can actually quantify what has been built in terms of, okay, this is the number of bedrooms. So in my case, it was 2 bedrooms with two toilets and bath. So the master bedroom had a toilet and bath, and then there was a visitor's toilet and bath. The second bedroom didn't have a toilet and bath. Then there was a kitchen and a hall. The kitchen was quite big and the hall was okay size. It was pretty small. Now, when I purchased the uncompleted building, I did some I don't know if I should call it restructuring, or like I needed to customize it to my taste, and that is like a disadvantage of buying an uncompleted building because the design, the build quality and everything, the number of rooms, the facilities may not be up to your particular taste. My salary at that time wasn't so much, right? I was earning between 3,000 Ghana cedis to 5,000 Ghana cedis, right? But I had been doing a lot of savings since I started working, right? So I've been working for close to 10 years corporate, like in a corporate environment. And sometimes you get bonuses, sometimes you get certain allowances. I'm somebody who loves to save a lot. So I had about 50,000 cedis that I had saved in investments, right? So for that 50,000 cedis, I went to disinvest it, and then I gave it to my friend as the seed money for the building because other people were interested in it. Okay, so whilst editing, I remembered that I was also able to save money because though I was married, I was living in my parents' home. Now, this may not be ideal for everybody, may not apply to everybody, but like I was trying to be like Jesus. Jesus is over 2,000 years, but still living in his father's house. So I was living in my father's house, and that helped me to save money on rent. I would have been using that money for rent. So I saved the rent money and then I used it as a deposit. And then I promised him that within 2 to 3 months, I would add another 50,000 cedis. That will make 100,000. Then I've paid like over half of the total amount, right? So I sold my car, right? I actually had a car and then I sold it, and then I saved up on money. Like I really squeezed myself, saved up on money for those 2 to 3 months, and I was able to top up and pay the other 50,000, making 100,000 Ghana cedis. Then we went into an agreement, we signed a contract, and the agreement was that I would be paying 3,000 Ghana cedis every single month for the next 1 year, right? And then at the end of that 1 year, I'll pay a lump sum to complete the remainder of the money. So yeah, that's basically what I did. Now, I had other sources of income. So as some of you may know, this is not my first YouTube channel. I have another YouTube channel which has over 1 million views, and so that channel also brings me some income every month. I get like close to 1,000 Ghana cedis, sometimes more, every month from my main YouTube channel, right? The Cyber Reviews YouTube channel. And then I also do a lot of pack works, right? So I do a bit of, graphic design. I do a bit of web design. I have some startups. So all these things bring me some other revenue, like other sources of income, right? So I use that to be able to complement my main salary that I get from my corporate institution. So once I made up my mind to purchase the house, I needed to be making certain sacrifices. Like I said, one, I sold my car. Two, even if I had a car, like sometimes I park the car at home and then I join a colleague to work, or I take a trotro, I take commercial, transportation, forms of transportation and all that. Like there needed to be sacrifices. Like ordinarily, maybe I'll be buying a lot of clothes and gadgets to review for my other channel, but I put a hold on that for a while, in buying gadgets and stuff like that. So that also helped me to save up on a lot of money so that I can meet my monthly obligations. Now, if you are somebody who is buying something from someone and you are delaying payments, like you are paying in installments, then you need to have integrity. So what we agreed was that I would pay on the 25th of every month, and I'm glad to say I've never missed even one day. I've been paying that for a year and I've never ever missed one day, paying 3,000 Ghana cedis every month. Like my salary comes and it's gone. But like I said, I have other sources of income which come to, supplement that and to also complement and make sure that I'm able to take care of my family and still continue on working. Now, even more important to me is the fact that because I have other streams of income, I was able to, be doing works on the building, like be finishing the building even as I was paying my colleague, right, my friend who gave me the building, right? So what we said was I can't start development work till I've paid over 100,000. So once I paid 100,000, the next thing I decided to do was to start tiling. So when I purchased the house from him, it was just the land, the 2-bedroom house, 1 hall, 1 kitchen. The master bedroom had a bathroom and a toilet. Then there was a visitor's toilet and bathroom. So there wasn't a toilet and bathroom in the other bedroom, right? So I decided to do some, changes, right? Because when you purchase an uncompleted building, these are some of the disadvantages. Like the initial owner might have a different design and different mindset from you, but for me, I felt like it's important to have a toilet and a bathroom in every bedroom, right? So we needed to break the walls of the existing bedroom where they didn't have a bathroom so that we can create a toilet and a bathroom facility over there. And of course, breaking and doing all those things, it's also a lot of cost, right? So if you are buying an uncompleted building and you want to make changes, you need to know that you're going to incur a lot of cost. So another cost that I incurred was changing the louver blades, like the window style, right? Because it was louver blade style, right? And the iron rods and things had been done like the burglar proof. It was iron rods which had been used as burglar proof. But my wife felt, no, let's change it to the sliding windows. What am I to say? I wouldn't. So yeah, we changed it to the sliding windows, and that also cost a lot because we had to break and remove the existing windows, and that cost a lot. Like the total cost of breaking those windows, plastering and dressing the windows again, and then buying the sliding windows and installing them cost almost 20,000 Ghana cedis. So if you want to make changes, it's going to cost you. So if you're buying like an uncompleted building, maybe you should look out for one which has kind of like what you want, in terms of the design, the facilities, and all that. Then next we did the tiling. The tiling was also super expensive. We bought the tiles at West African Tiles and Decor, and that also cost us about 26,000, including the workmanship. And yeah, it was also maybe because of the choice of tiles I used. So as you can see, for the hall, the kitchen, and the corridors, we used the wooden effect tiles. Those are pretty expensive. Then for the bathrooms, we use the standard tiles, and the bedrooms we use the normal tiles. So that cost quite a lot. And the workmanship for tiling is crazy, right? Because they charge per square meter. So they calculate the total surface that they need to tile, and then they charge per square meter. So for me, I think when they calculated the total surface area that they were going to tile was about 200 square meters, right? And that includes like the bathroom walls, the toilet walls, and the kitchen walls. Like all the kitchen walls are tiled straight up to the ceiling. If I knew better, right? So for somebody like you who maybe is coming to start tiling, I would say don't tile all the way to the ceiling. Like, it's just a waste of money. Okay, so for the tiles, like I said, they calculated the workmanship based on the total square area that they were going to tile. And when they calculated mine, when they measured it, it was 200 square meters. And they multiplied that by 20 cedis per square meter. So for the workmanship for the tiles, I paid 4,000 Ghana cedis. The total cost of tiles I purchased was about 20,000. So everything was about 24,000 to 25,000. Yes, then I bought tile cement and I bought ordinary cement. So yeah, it was way over 26,000 cedis for the tiling. And this is the results of the tiling work, and that you can see in the video right now. And then next, we actually had to break the hall as well to make it more spacious, because this is how the hall looked like as well. It was okay, but to me it was small because I have a studio, like I said, for my other channel. So I needed to break the walls of the hall to expand it to meet the, how do you call it? Is it a porch? Yeah. So we converted the porch also to part of the hall, and now we have a bigger hall. And then once we did that, also we fixed the doors. So we bought the security doors. We bought the 1.5 for the main entrance, and we bought the 1 unit or the single for the other exit, right? And yeah, we also did the wiring. So fortunately for me, my friend had already done plumbing works, and so I didn't need to do plumbing works. And he had also installed the pipes for the wiring. So all I needed to do was buy the wires and get the electrician to come and, install the wires. So the total cost of the wires was 3,500 for the entire house, indoors and outdoors. And his workmanship, he charged 3,000 Ghana cedis. So next, what I did was POP. You don't necessarily need to do POP, but I wanted to do the POP. So the POP total cost for the POP cement, the plaster, and all those other things that they used cost 6,000 Ghana cedis. And then the workmanship, he charged 3,000 Ghana cedis. So I didn't do full POP for the bedrooms. I did full POP for the hall, right? And the design will enable me to put some of these beautiful LED lights in over there. And then I also did POP, full POP for the kitchen. But before I came, the guy had done some funny design on the kitchen. I told him, guy, I don't want the same kind of design for the hall. Then for the bedrooms and the corridors and the toilets and bathrooms, what they did was they put the POP in the corners, right? In the corners or the edges of the rooms, right? They didn't do full POP. Then they painted the ceiling, and I think it's a beautiful look as well. And that's a way that you can actually save money if you want to do POP. You don't necessarily need to do it for the whole ceiling. You can do it for the corners and paint the ceiling white, and that's also a very good look. Okay, so next I also bought like a poly tank so that we can buy water for all the works that we'll be doing, so, and also harvest rainwater for the masonry works and all the other works which would require water. I bought a 2,500, what was it, liters, I think it's liters, right, 2,500 liters tank, and it cost me almost 3,000 Ghana cedis. Okay, so when I completed the tiles, the POP, the expansion works for the hall, the expansion works for the bedroom to create a bathroom and a toilet, and did the wiring and bought a poly tank, I felt, yeah, it was good enough work. And then also bought the doors. Yeah, so I bought the security doors. The main one at the entrance cost 3,500, and then the exit cost 2,000 Ghana cedis, and then the workmanship for the doors cost about 1,000 cedis, right? Because I think the guy charges 500 for the main one, and then he charges 400 for the other one. So they cost about 1,000 Ghana cedis, including transportation, to bring the security doors. Then I also purchased the internal doors, like the doors to all the rooms. There were 7 doors, and those 7 doors cost me close to 7,000 Ghana cedis, including the locks. The doors are okay. They're just nice normal doors. They're wooden doors. They are not made of metal or anything, including the locks, the handles. There's something they call architraves, right, to line the doorway and to make it nice or whatever. Charlie, if you don't get money, all those things are not important. So if you have money, you can do. If you don't have, don't do. Yeah, so after doing all those and then buying the sliding windows and installing them, I decided to now move to the top right of the house to, because the top had been floored, so I wanted to complete an extra floor so that there will be more rooms. So the top, we did three bedrooms. There's no kitchen at the top. There's a hall and 3 toilets and baths, and then there's also a study, right? So yeah, that's what we decided to do at the top, so that there'll be more rooms, and we were able to create more space at the top because we were not creating corridors like the original owner did for the ground floor. There's no corridor space, right? So we started by buying blocks. So I bought 2,000 pieces of blocks. In my area, block cost 4.4 Ghana cedis, right? So that was close to 9,000 Ghana cedis for the blocks alone. Then I bought 100 bags of cement. At that time, a bag of cement was about 50 to 55 cedis. So that was about 5,000 to 5,500 Ghana cedis. Right now, as at June 3rd, today is June 4th actually. So as at June 4th, it's 61 Ghana cedis. So if you want to build, you really need to start now. Yeah, so I bought 100 bags of cement, and so 100 bags is 5,000. Then I bought a trip of sand. I bought it for, I think, 1,200 Ghana cedis. And then I bought a trip of stones, similarly for 1,400 Ghana cedis. Yeah, it was a big car. It wasn't the single axle cars, right? So I negotiated well. One thing you need to do when you are building is to do a lot of comparisons. Don't just go to the first place and pay. Like, spend some time to move to different places so that you can find out how much each of them sells their materials for. That helps you to make an informed decision. Then I bought a lot of boards. What? Crazy. A lot of boards. So, and the boards, the annoying thing is you don't use them again after you have finished building, right? So I bought 2x4s, like 50 of them. Some were used for the staircase. Again, this is another issue with buying an uncompleted building. The guy, though he intended to build a story building, didn't put the staircase inside the building, so we had to create an external staircase. So it means when you're leaving to the top, you have to exit the house to climb up. If you have suggestions or designs that we can use for, fixing that, I would really appreciate it. So yeah, I had to do the staircase. The staircase cost a lot of money as well. The wood, the iron rods, crazy. The workmanship for that, yeah. Then I bought iron rods also for the pillars, but initially they did the block work. They didn't put the pillars, so it started raining a lot, and this is another reason why you should be careful when you are building during the rainy season, because it broke parts of the walls, especially where I live. Like where I'm building, it's mountainous and it rains a lot in this area, so parts of the walls got broken, and I quickly had to mobilize some funds, borrow from some friends. And again, you need to be somebody with integrity, because if you borrow, you need to pay when you say you're going to pay. I have people who borrow and they never pay, and that thing is so annoying, right? So I borrowed from some friends so that I can quickly get the iron rods, let them fix the pillars, and then connect it to the block, so that during this rainy season we are in, I wouldn't have to be doing a lot of reworks because the building is collapsing and all that. Yeah, so we are done with the block works, the pillars, and the lentil board stuff. So today we came to fix the iron rods in the boards on the lentil, and yeah, that's where we are currently. So I'll be giving you updates as and when. In a future video, I'll tell you the advantages and disadvantages of buying an uncompleted building, all that I've learned from buying an uncompleted building. But the good thing is, even when I started the works at the top, nobody has come to stop me. No chief has come to say this, that. So at least it gives you some comfort, some peace of mind, right? Because if the person has been able to build a whole, like a single floor with 2 bedrooms and all that, and there was no litigation or issues, at least you have a certain level of confidence that you are buying a good land, right, with a house on it. Even if you don't like the house on it, you can break it and then build your own house. So yeah, that's what I want to say. I want you to share your experience with me also in the comments below. Like, have you bought in Ghana? Have you bought an uncompleted building before? What was the experience? Or you bought a house? What was the experience? Or you intend to buy? Let me know. Or you intend to build, right? Or you want to sell too? Let me know in the comments. And guys, please subscribe, because we have more amazing content coming your way. So subscribe now and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any episode. Thanks, baby. Oh yeah, any question you have, you can ask and I'll definitely answer them. Thanks, baby.